What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links players? It's your boy Rosborn coming back at you after 20 days, finally, with a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. I've had a lot of lack of motivation to make videos in the past couple of weeks, and a lot of different things affecting my personal life, including broken equipment and stuff for both my Dragon Ball Super videos and my Duel Links videos, so I've had a lot of trouble coming at you with new videos lately. But now I want to go ahead and point out a few things before I actually start out the video. First of all, you'll notice over here that I have updated my my video format a lot. I have my deck list up here in the top left, or I'm sorry, up here above me in the top left, and I've got some logos over here on the right side of the screen for my team, Team Shenanigans Gaming, my our sponsorship from Dragon Shield, and our channel tag with all of our different social media handles, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Be sure to go check me out there. Go like the pages and give me some more motivation to upload content there, as well as to my YouTube channel, which if you're not subscribed to before we get into this video, please go ahead and give it a chance. Go check out some of the videos there, and be sure to subscribe for more content coming in the future, hopefully a lot more. Now, I'm getting started today with a deck that's technically mostly free to play. It is Aromages with all the new cards that are coming out in the card trader. This plant deck is actually really insane, and I've been doing really well with it online. But we take a look at our Aromages deck, and I'm actually playing 3 copies of Jasmine, 3 Rose Lovers, 3 Bergamots, 2 Rosemary, 2 Enemy Controller, 3 Aroma Gardens, 1 Draining Shield, 2 Zing Zen, and 1 Solemn Wishes, which Solemn Wishes can actually become a Floodgate Trap card, or it can resemble a Floodgate Trap card in this deck because it's getting you life points every turn and activating your Jasmines to draw at the beginning of each turn, or your Bergamots to gain 1,000, or your Rosemarys to switch positions. Aroma Garden just opens you up once per turn, giving you 500 life points to give all of your monsters 500 attack and defense, therefore also triggering your Aromage monsters. And then the last part of it that they don't read is when your Aroma monster gets destroyed by battle, or a card effect, you actually just gain 1,000 life points, which also triggers the other Aromage monster effects and gives you kind of an outlet to have on your opponent's turn life gain. I'm definitely looking at experimenting with this deck as I continue, but this build itself has been getting me a lot. Actually, I noticed something, and I actually don't mean for this deck to be 20 cards. I guess the last time I saved it, I forgot to throw in my tribute to the Dooms. I don't mind running this deck at 22 cards. I've actually found it to be great to run more than 20 cards, because if you have to play against a 20 card extra Pegasus deck, all you have to do is just sit there and not attack until they rage quit, or just, you know, run out of cards in deck to draw. But I'm running, if I can get down to them, I'm also running 2 Tribute to the Dooms in this deck in order to get the Rose Lovers in the grave. Let's see if I can actually get my computer to work the way it needs to. So we'll save that up. We're going to jump into some ranked duels and see what all we can do with this deck today. I'll probably have the opportunity to play 3 duels today, and hopefully we don't get cheesed too hard by some kind of random deck. I've made it up to Legends 2 with this deck, almost to Legends 3, but I've been kind of messing around and working with some other stuff as well. Be sure to let me know what you guys think about the new channel layout, or the new video layout for this. It's going to be the layout for my streams and whatnot once I start streaming. I have a really bad microphone right now, though, this one right here. Whenever I'm video editing, I always have to go in and up the audio gain on my videos so that my voice is actually heard, and I have to do a lot of things with my audio settings on my computer in order to make sure that the sounds of the game don't accidentally overshadow the sounds of me talking or anything like that. It's really complicated, and I'm waiting to get a new microphone to actually just start live streaming and things like that. So we start off pretty weak. We start off with a set Jasmine. We're running with Life Point Boost Alpha, which is just to make sure that our effects are always getting triggered. This one to make sure your opponent can activate their monster effects. This one to make sure you get that additional normal summon. And the Bergamot to make sure that all of your plant type monsters pierce. There's definitely other skills that you can run this with that work just as well, if not better, such as Restart, Balance. There are quite a few. I've even seen this deck run with Shadow Game, because as soon as your opponent gets a card in the graveyard, they start burning and they start losing more life points than you do. The only downside is you're losing life points as well, and you really need to rely on getting to some of your cards that you normally don't see all the time. As you see here, I didn't get any life gain cards. If you're running with Shadow Game, then you have to get those life gain cards, or you just have to not put anything in the graveyard. We're going to hope here that he doesn't cheese me. We are playing against Cyber Angels, and all he did was Petite Angel search for Edaton. So chances are this next turn, unless he bricked, he's going to go off, Tribute Benton for Edaton, search a monster and a spell. That's the card he just drew for turn. We'll see if that's what gets him to go off. Oh, and he summons another Cyber Petite Angel, so now he's going to search for his Machine Angel ritual. Unless he's like me and plays double Dakini instead of 1-1. But chances are he's going 1-1. Or he already has it in hand. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, we do already know, though, that he just has to have a Sprite's Blessing or any of the Machine Angel, or any of the 2 Machine Angel ritual cards in order to go off here. In which case, my only protection really is enemy controller, which, if he Dakinis me, is a very strong defense, but anything else, it's only going to turn something to defense. Wow. Well, that was a great card to draw, considering that we're just going to win for free right now. We have more life points than our opponent, so we get the additional normal summon. We'll use that to tribute this Jasmine that I just normal summoned in order to tribute normal summon Bergamot and just win the duel. This will keep my opponent from Sphere Kariboing if he has any because of its effect. And every time a plant monster attacks while your life points are higher than your opponent's, your opponent can't activate monster effects until the end of the damage step. So, very easy win there. Cyber Angels are kind of weak. They're the best deck, don't get me wrong, but their one weakness is really that they don't have a great way to search out their ritual spell cards that keeps the deck going. Sonic Bird isn't searchable by Benton, and it only gets ritual spell cards that don't really have any kind of synergy with it. Senju gets you other fairy monsters that can be returned to the deck with Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. You can search it with Benton. And while you can't do any of that with Gishki Chain, I think Gishki Chain, the new card that just came out of the newest booster set, is actually really worth talking about because it takes care of the problem with Sonic Bird that it's only good for one thing, and if you don't need that one thing, but you have Sonic Bird in your hand, you're kind of screwed. With Gishki Chain, you could just summon it. I've got the ritual monster. I'm missing the spell. Let's go get the spell. I've got the spell. I'm missing the monster. Let's go get the monster. It's a really good card, and I think it's going to see a lot of play in Cyber Angels. I don't think the Gishki deck itself is going to see a lot of play, but I could definitely see some of the monsters in there getting that play. I'm going to stop talking about Cyber Angels now, though, because just talking about the deck gets me so mad, because it seems like every time I try to play with that deck, it's Brick City. It seems like every single time I play against the deck, they get the absolute nuts. Unlike, this guy's hand where he bricked against me. We start off a little bit stronger now. We actually start out, Jasmine and Rosemary is good to start off with in hand because you can go normal summon the Jasmine, use the additional summon on the Rosemary, then Aroma Garden so that you gain life points to draw the card with Jasmine, and you change the Jasmine to defense with Rosemary, and Jasmine sits up at 2400 defense because Aroma Garden does attack and defense. I'm not sure if that's what I said before. He starts off with a pretty small field of a set monster and a set spell or trap card. We're going to keep playing it safe here and just go with that original play. We got 2 Bergamots, which isn't the greatest thing to see off the top of the duel, but maybe we'll get a Rose Lover or something, or be able to have the Jasmine survive long enough for me to summon one next turn. So far with this field, it seems pretty weak, so I'm confident in the fact that I'm keeping at least one of these monsters up until next turn. So Jasmine will net me in one more draw. Rosemary will turn the Jasmine to defense, as I've already said like 2 or 3 times now. And to another Jasmine. Kind of a weak draw. I was hoping to get a defensive card or something like that, but and it looks like we're mirror matching. So he's got a Rose Lover engraved now. Just the fact that he started off Rose Lover means that he already started off a little stronger than we did. If he's able to Rose Lover Bergamot, we're losing one of these 2 cards for sure. And I actually just don't know if he's going to have anything to gain life with. So this is going to be an interesting turn. 3 cards in hand, 1 Rose Lover live engraved. He could do anything right now. If he's going to do anything. The fact that he's not doing anything kind of makes me a little more positive to the fact that he probably doesn't have a great play right now. But with Duel Links, you never know. People just take their sweet time doing whatever. Sometimes I'll even just get up during my opponent's turn and go use the restroom if I don't have chainable cards. So that's another monster. Great for me. So we're going to go ahead and net 2 draws this turn. We're going to normal summon the Jasmine. It doesn't use up our additional summon because you can't use the additional summon on a Jasmine. Gain our life points, and we'll turn this Jasmine to defense just because there's not really a better target. It's not going to make any difference because we're about to tribute it for Bergamot as well. And we won't be able to get Bergamot's effect unless we draw another Aroma Garden to gain 1,000 more, but we really do not need that at all. Actually, with this field right here, I'm considering turning this Jasmine to attack mode. We got a Xing Zhen Hu to lock down some opponent stuff. That's nice. Let's go ahead and jump into this Bergamot. And let me do some math here really quick. So this pierces at 29 to 800. That's 21. I'm going to win if I don't have to. Oh, that's interesting. So he's going to tribute a monster and then take control of one of mine just so I can't win this turn. Cheeky, cheeky. And it looks like he's just going to DC on us because... Or not. Okay, cool. Sorry about that guy. So we'll just pass turn. We got a really strong field, and the fact that he only set a second Rose Lover makes me feel a lot better about his hand. Even if he's got a Bergamot, we did draw into a Solemn Wishes to make sure that whichever monster that he... Rosemary, awesome. Okay. So we're gonna... I'm not gonna finish that other thought now that he's played a monster. Banishes Rose Lover. Okay, so we might lose 2 cards this turn. We can still... Oh. It's double Rosemary. Okay. Let's go ahead and lock out his face down and then chain the Solemn Wishes to that. And just make sure that I get this game right here, right now. And chain that, get all 3 of my effects in my draw phase. And gain 500 for the draw and then another 500 for the Jasmine draw. I love this deck. It's just absolutely phenomenal. It's a great deck. So what we'll go ahead and do for this turn is tribute the Jasmine since we've already used its effect to draw anyway. Go in and throw this Bergamot out there so that we can get its effect off of Aroma Garden. And because it's definitely the last turn of the duel, we're just going to be cheesy and play the second Aroma Garden and activate its effect too. Aroma Garden is a really weird card. You gain 500 life points so that it places a condition on the field to where all monsters that you control for the rest of the turn gain 500, even if they weren't there when you activated the effect. When Aroma Garden leaves the field, they don't lose the 500 boost. In fact, if you activate the second Aroma Garden, it stacks the boost. It's crazy. This card has a very unique interaction compared to a lot of other cards, but I'm about to win, so unique interaction or not, it's awesome. I've got plenty of time. I might even be able to go a full 5 games today. I'm going to try to climb that ladder to King of Games. I've never hit King of Games before because I always lose my motivation super last minute. As you can see here in just a second, this is like my 203rd win in a row for KC Cup and for ranked duels this month, so for the shortest month of the year, it's been pretty crazy. Alright, so we've seen Cyber Angels, and we've seen an Aromage mirror match. I wonder what we can see next. We're up against a duelist from Japan this time, playing Seto Kaiba, so most likely we're going to be playing against a Hazy Flame deck, or a Sacred Phoenix deck. So he's got 3 in his extra deck, which could mean GBs as well, but the fact that he didn't have a skill activated at the beginning, if it's Kaiba and they don't have a restart time window and they don't activate anything else, then chances are they are running... Okay, so he's running Red Eyes. He's going to be running Slash Dragon with Beatdown. I'm sure of this. We actually started off with a really nice hand. We started off with the Solemn Wishes. We started off with Rose Lover. Since he just went ahead and set Red Eye Spirit, I'm just going to set Rose Lover, set Solemn Wishes, and pass my turn. I'll be able to net my Jasmine draw next turn if he destroys this, which he probably will. Just hopefully he doesn't have an OTK for me or anything like that, because I'm not ready for that. I'm really not ready. I didn't draw enough defensive. I don't really run a lot of defensive because you don't need it too much in this deck. I definitely do have a weak Gladiator Beast matchup, but it's not unwinnable, and I'm still thinking about the changes I want to make to the deck to make it more viable for the Gladiator Beast matchup without ruining its versatility against every other deck. That's the only big thing I hate about this game, really, is that you have to, with a game that runs single games instead of matches like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game itself that I used to play back in the day, you don't get that much chance to side against opponent strategies. Your main deck has to be able to counter every single strategy, whether that's Gladiator Beast, whether that's trying to tag out and just take total control, whether that's Sacred Phoenix that's trying to just destroy all of your back row, or it's Troll decks just trying to lock you out of being able to play the game and just saying, oh, Destiny draw, oh, Destiny draw, oh, you can't do anything. It's very frustrating, but it makes the game very fun and gives us an opportunity to make sure that the game doesn't get stale or boring, doesn't make sure that somebody's just running around with the same build, the same perfect card build every time. And I believe that gives validity to the statement that Konami says at the beginning of the game every time you play it, that that no deck is the correct answer, that you got to test everything out and you got to keep changing, you got to keep rebuilding, but nothing is perfect in this game. So now we got our Aromage on the field. We'll go ahead and play our Aroma Garden. I'm actually needing to net some more answers to my opponent's stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and Rose Lover to special summon a Jasmine from the graveyard. And use Jasmine's effect to hopefully get something that can protect this field, because I don't trust myself to protect myself from this Red Eyes that he's going to have here in a couple of turns too well. And in fact, if I draw a Rosemary here, I just win. And that's a tribute to the Doom, so, oh well. Swinging for 39, he's either going to leave himself at 25 or he's going to leave himself at 100. Either way, he's got some decisions to make. We'll leave the Solemn Wishes down. Keep letting him think I have a chainable answer to his stuff. So he takes it. He wants to protect that Red Eyes. He wants to use that Red Eyes for something. I've got Tribute to the Doomed in hand, so unless he Slash Dragons me, I've got really good answers to everything he has. If he does Slash Dragon me, I've got really good answers to what he has. This game is pretty much extremely winnable. So there's the King of the Swamp. He's got it prismatic. That's really dope. I've got a glossy one, but to pull a prismatic King of the Swamp of like all cards, that's really cool. So he's going to be able to use Slash Dragon to kill Jasmine this turn. That's a little unsettling. But we're still good. We're still definitely okay. I always forget about Storm being a card too. I really need to remember that. And I need to stop saying that everything's good before everything's actually good. That King of the Swamp was the draw for turn, because it was this card right here. He's destroying the Aroma Garden. I guess he doesn't... Huh. Yeah, because Aroma Garden's really the only way that I don't beat Slash Dragon. He can still run over my Jasmine. We should still be okay. If he just Slash Dragon attacks the Jasmine pass, because Solemn Wishes will give Bergamot enough attack points to run over that. It'll put him up at 29. I contribute to the Doom to get rid of the equipped monster that he's going to put on it and just run it over without having any monsters get summoned. Might be problematic if he summons an additional one, but I'm not sure what's taking him so long to decide. Like if he summons an additional monster, if he doesn't use this Red Eyes as the fusion material. This is getting really boring. Oh, wow. Buster Blader. It's the exact same thing. Oh, okay. I'm still good. Woo! Alright. We're okay. He's just going to destroy the Jasmine. It pierces. I'm fine with that. You're at 100. And flip over the Solemn Wishes to make sure I can still run everything over. We net a Rose Lover. Tribute to the Doomed. Pitch the Rose Lover, destroy this, because it doesn't do anything when it's destroyed. It's an easy way to get a problematic monster off the field. Let's leave Jasmine in hand, because if he kills this turn... Come on. Please be another Red Eye Spirit. The suspense is killing me. It's just going to time out and give me the win. Probably. Yep, there we go. There's the win. Unfortunately, I can't. This is why I can't save replays when I win, because this happens so often. I don't know what the issue is, but get your shit together, Konami. I want to save some of these replays so that I don't have to sit here and live duel. We'll do one more. I think this should get me into Legends 2 if I win it. I could be wrong, but... So, here's one of those infamous troll decks. This one shouldn't put too much pressure on me, but... Lava Golem is a thing. He's also playing 22 cards. Start off with a very nice hand. And we don't have a Parasite on the top of the deck, so... I'm going to go ahead and just do the Jasmine Rosemary play. And end with a pretty strong board. It'd be nice if I could net a Xing Zhen Hu here, because I pretty much win if I get one of those. But unfortunately, to no avail, we did not get a Xing Zhen Hu. He can Lava Golem me here, that's the only downside to this play. And I get hit pretty hard by a Lava Golem, but he's Insect Whistling me. That's absolutely fine. I stay at higher life points, and I contribute it for Bergamot. So that's another card. So that's a... Ooh, Mask of the Accursed. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So that's going to hurt all the Aromage effects that work when plant-type monsters attack. So we're definitely attributing the Parasite besides the fact that Jasmine is... besides the fact that Rosemary is unable to attack right now. That's troubling. Oh well. Turn her to defense. And get another Jasmine. It's so useful right now. Luckily, we could pretty much keep an Aromage on the field this entire game, though, so that we are able to keep gaining life points. Here comes the Lava Golem. That's okay. We figured a Lava Golem was coming eventually. I have a Tribute to the Doom to get rid of it before it becomes too much of a problem. I'm going to make him waste the Massive Morph on it, though, and set another card to get hit by Xing Zhen Hu, which I finally just managed to draw, thank God. And let's regain some of those life points that Big Bad Lava Golem took away from us. Turn Jasmine to defense because we have the Rosemary play live. It is busted. And there's another Bergamot for next turn. Actually, my life points aren't higher than my opponent's right now, so I don't get a, Oh, wow. Oh, no. That's annoying. That is really annoying. And here I thought I was going to be triggering a massive morph. I really hope he... Okay, cool. So now all we have to do is Zing Zen Hu at end phase, and we win out from there. Let's do it now. Let's see what I can bait. Any enemy controllers me and leaves me at 100. Just kidding. But yeah, now we just absolutely win. And we draw another Jasmine. That's crazy. That's insane. Definitely tributing Bergamot. Or for Bergamot. Yeah, let's just win. I don't really want to mess around with another turn. Troll decks aren't fun to play against, and as much as I would like to sit here and troll him, that's not going to work out, so we're just going to swing him with 3,000 plus beaters for game. Thank you for the Lava Golem, Weevil. We really appreciate everything. I hope you guys have enjoyed this deck so far. I'm going to play one more game with it, because it doesn't seem like we actually climbed up the ladder. You know what? That's it. There's not any more games today, even though I said there was. I can't really make up my mind, and this is why I wish I was live streaming instead of just playing on here. But thank you for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment on the video to let me know what you think about the deck, if you think it's good, or if you think I can make changes to it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos. Until the next time, peace.